Hi, and welcome to San Francisco. I'm Captain David with Spinnaker Sailing here at Pier 40. Today, we're going to cover the figure eight method of a man overboard recovery. Executing the man overboard maneuver is about improving your boat handling skills. You've most likely seen this diagram, and you've probably read about it in your book. While there are many methods for the man overboard, some are contingent on the conditions of the day and how well you can handle your boat. We're going to focus on the figure eight method. To be successful, you need to know your points of sail, the difference between windward and leeward, and how to slow your boat down. So let's start by drawing the maneuver out on the board. So let's go over what a man overboard looks like on the board, and we'll cover the key elements involved. So let's just do a quick run through first. The wind is coming from here, and our boat is currently close hauled. So we're sailing along, and one of your buddies decides to do something kind of silly and ends up in the water. The first maneuver we're going to make is going into a beam reach. So we're sailing along, close hauled, man overboard, quickly into a beam reach. The purpose of the beam reach is, one, to create distance before we make any more maneuvers, and to create an imaginary line behind our boat. Let me show you what I mean. As we sail on, so here's our man overboard, and you can see that if you were looking behind you, you would have a dotted line.
Turn away.
Now, once we get to about 7 to 10 boat lengths, our next maneuver is a tack. So here we go, prepare to tack, tacking. Bring that boat around, and I'm going to stop the boat right here. There is our line in the water. The next thing we need to do is cross that line. The purpose of crossing the line is to now get what we call below the man overboard. So we're going to sail in this direction. Most likely a broad reach, crossing that line. Once we cross that line, we're planning to head up. And we're going to head up close haul. And remember, as you get to the buoy, you're planning on picking the buoy up on your leeward side. So here we are below the fender or buoy. We're heading up. Here we go, close haul. The wind is still coming from here. We're approaching our fender and then turning that boat, not totally in irons, but to slow the boat down, we're letting our main out, we're letting our jib out, and we're using the inertia from that close haul, depowering the boat and gliding up to our man overboard. Now that you've seen the concept drawn out, take a look at the maneuver being performed on the water.
As soon as the fenders go over, Garrett bears away into a beam reach. The goal is to line up the fenders with the stern or the outboard, and then hold the beam reach until you have 7 to 10 boat lengths between you and the fenders. Here is the shot from above. In a real man overboard situation, your reactions are going to be slower. If you are sailing close hauled, you're going to put distance between you and the fenders. Here, Garrett is counteracting your possible slow reactions by falling off into a broad reach to get the fenders on his stern. Once there, he heads back up into a beam reach until he has 7 to 10 boat lengths behind him. Notice that we are below the line before we tack. Once we have our 7 to 10 boat lengths, we are going to tack. We want to tack quickly but still keeping the boat speed under control. You don't want to surprise anyone and end up with another person in the water.
Bearing away.
Now we need to bear away. You can see the fender off our port bow. Remember the line we envisioned in the water? This is when we cross that line. We want to be below the fenders, not sailing at them. Remember, when you head up, you want the fenders to be on your leeward side for the pickup, and the tiller person should transfer to the leeward side for a better view of the fenders. Once completed, just fall off and sail on.
And man overboard in 3, 2, 1, man overboard. And tacking in 3, 2, 1, tacking. Bearing away. Coming up. 3, 2, 1, coming up. And cut him. Bearing away on port. In 3, 2, 1, man overboard. Bearing away. And coming up close haul. And tacking in 3, 2, 1, tacking. And bearing away. Nice. And coming up. Cut jib. And cut jib. Bearing away on port.
As you practice the man overboard, not only are you steering the course to recover the man overboard, but you're also controlling the speed of your boat. Don't expect to nail this maneuver on your first attempt, especially during the heading up and picking up part of the maneuver. The key to anything is practice. Routinely practicing the figure eight will build your confidence and improve your boat handling skills. As usual, we hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, cheers.